Hello, fictional. Welcome to the What If Essay. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto got harem with Kunu, Kuroka and Irina? Part 1. If you end up liking this video, please consider subscribe, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Issei-kun. Irina-chan. In the end, his best friend on moving car finally disappeared from his sight. All Issei could do is just standing there and finally, let his emotion and tear out. Irina-chan. Irina-chan. Oh, Irina-chan. 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 Issei finally cried out. He continued crying for his best friend until he couldn't cry anymore and could only grieve for his best friend. Hours later, his family arrived to take him back to home. Issei-kun, let's go back to home now. His father said. Issei did not reply. Issei, let me talk with Issei, dear. Issei's mother said. Issei's father nodded and stepped back to let his wife talk with his son. Issei. His mother said. Issei-kun. You missed Irina-chan, right? Yes, I missed her. Issei choked out. Issei-kun, please don't cry anymore, okay? But mom, I want to play with Irina-chan. I know, Issei, how about? We go home first and later we will try to call Irina-chan. How's that sound? Sniff, okay. Issei finally calms down. Let's go home, Issei. His mother holds Issei's hand and together, Haidu family walked back to their residence. 3 days later. After the day Issei's best friend left. Issei's mother did what she promised and called to Shidu family, but after so many called, no one received the phone. Issei's mood after is going down further, he stopped going to play at the playground. Now he has been staying in his room for past 2 days. Both of his parents are very concerned with Issei's depression. Honey, did Issei's father spoke? No, dear, has still. Coping up right now. After many hours passed, his mother got an idea to bring Issei's smile back again. Dear, I think I have a plan to raise Issei's mood. What is it? She smiled. How about vacation? Vacation, huh? That's an actually good idea. Where should we go then? Issei's father asked. Issei's mother smiled again. Kyoto? Issei's room. He just doesn't understand why Irina-chan won't answer his call. Is she busy? Maybe she was sleeping when he called her. Did she get upset because of his call? That's what Issei has been thinking inside his bedroom since the day his call attempt failed. Irina-chan, I missed you. Knock knock. Issei, coming in. Issei heard his mother voice. Then his room door slowly opened. Leave me alone, mom. But his mother shakes her head and smiled. Issei, I have something to tell you. That got Issei attention. What is it, mom? Issei said. We are going on vacation. Virginia vacation. Issei mumbled. Issei's mother heard what Issei mumbled and explained to her son. Yes, Issei, I think we have been having a rough time these past few days. So me and your father decided to have some vacation to calm ourselves down. She explained. I see, when are we leaving? Tomorrow morning, let's go packing, Issei. His mother said in cheering tone. Yes, mom. Next morning. Everything was ready. Luggage. Ready. House locked. Shinkansen train ticket. Already bought. Hotel. Room reserved. It seems his parent did an impossible thing from planning vacation yesterday and already prepared to go vacation today. But he doesn't mind that. To be honest, he once wanted to go to Kyoto with Irina, but going with his parents is fine with him. Car stop. We arrived at Kuou station. It's 1,000 yen, sir. A taxi driver said. His father then hands money to a driver and grabbed the luggage out of a taxi. Alright, our train will depart in 10 minutes, let's get on the train, shall we? His mother said to Issei. Yes, mom. Issei replied with a small smile. As the Haidu family walking to the train. Unknown to them. A man wearing a black trench coat and black hat watching them every step since they leave the house to the station. He then tapped at his ear and said. Target is leaving Kuou. Heading to Kyoto. Contact Kyoto's cell immediately. And suddenly, he was no longer standing there. Only a single black feather dropped to the floor. Kyoto station. Issei and his family finally arrived Kyoto after taking bullet train for few hours. For Issei, Kyoto was very different from his town very much. While some part of Kyoto is similar to his town. But many of the building were built in old traditional style. Not to mention many beautiful temple and garden here. The day Issei and his family visited Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. The site itself is awe-inspiring. Rows of tall bamboo shoots reaching up to the skies and enveloping a neat pathway between them. Next is the Tenryuji Temple, Heavenly Dragon Temple, which are recreations from the Meiji period, as many of them were destroyed during wars and through fires over the years. While Issei was walking around and exploring the beauty of the temple, he stopped in front one of ancient painting inside the temple. Description described it as the painting from England, gave to the temple by a merchant as a gift. The picture is quite normal in Issei's opinion. It had a castle, forest and mountain like other Europe painting. But the main notice different than other painting are two dragon fighting in the sky. One is silver blue and another one is crimson red. As Issei was looking at painting with interest, suddenly he felt a massive pain inflicted on his left arm. Huh? What? He heard the voice. Wow, what is that sound? Issei panicked while holding his left arm, looking around him for the source of the voice. The pain over his left arm is getting worse and his vision starts blacking. Issei? Are you alright? His eyes snapped open, staring at his very panicking mother who kept shaking his shoulder. When he looked around, everyone stopped what they are doing and staring at him. I am alright now, mom. Issei said while still holding his left arm. Are you hurt, dear? Please tell your mom what's wrong. I think I'm very tired. Can we return to the hotel? Issei pleaded. Yes, we can, Issei. Dear, could you carry Issei, please? I will go call a taxi. Issei's mother said as she handed Issei to her husband and gone ahead to the exit to call a taxi. As his father let Issei piggy ride on his back, Issei falls into sleeping. But if he's still awake, he won't miss the last word from the unknown sound. And I shall become the red dragon of domination. See you soon, partner. As Issei and his father finally hop on a taxi and leave the temple, a very small group of supposed to be tourists looked at each other. Then all three of them nodded and walked into the empty corner of temple and disappeared with three different yet same black feather dropped to the floor. At hotel. Issei woke up once the taxi stopped at the hotel entrance. Both pain feeling and mysterious voice also ceased to exist as far as Issei concerned. Right now he is sitting alone inside a hotel room. A moment later his parents returned back with dinner and painkiller pills for Issei. Ah. Welcome back, mom, dad. Issei said. Hey son, how are you? Are you okay now, Issei? His dad and mother asked. Yes, I'm okay now. I'm sorry that I made us back to the hotel. Mom, dad. Oh, it's okay, dear. We were more worried about you than the vacation. We can continue our visiting tomorrow anyway. His mother said. Thank you, mom. Hey, partner. Issei froze. No. It can't be. He looked around the room in a panic. Calm down, partner. No. Who are you? Issei. Are you alright, dear? His mother asked with concern. Mom. There is. Do you think they will believe in what you about to tell them? Partner. Huh? Do you think telling them liked? Something is talking with me inside my head. To your parents is a good idea. But. Who are you? Calm down first, brat. And I will talk with you. Also please do find a suitable place for talking. Any place that is empty. Would be very pleased. Any idea? How about the hotel's garden? It's empty right now. Very well. Please go there and I will explain everything. And the voice stopped talking. Are you alright, Issei? Issei then snapped back to reality. Yes, mom. I'm alright. Issei immediately replied. His mother frowned but nonetheless accepted Issei's answer. Mom, can I go take a walk for a while? I want to have some fresh air. Issei asked. Yes, dear. Where are you heading? Hotel garden on the rooftop. His mother smiled. Very well, but if you felt sick again come back immediately, okay? Yes, mom. Issei then walks to the door. Before he could leave, however, his mother called him again. Issei. Issei turns to face his mother standing at the hallway. Yes, mom. Please remember. I will always love you, Issei. Issei smiled to his mother before he finally closed the door. What's wrong, honey? Her husband asked with concern. It's nothing, dear, I just felt like I need to tell him that. I don't know why, but I have this. Weird feeling. Like we will never see him again. She replied in very concerned tone. Come on, it's alright. You just felt nervous from Issei's sudden collapse. Please calm down first. He replied his wife with a smile. Yeah, you may be right, I might be too stressful. Maybe I. Knock knock. Both wife and husband turned to the door. Issei? Silence. No replied. I will go get the door, it must be Issei. Her husband said. Wait, dear, it can't be Issei. He just left a few minutes ago for walking. And he didn't even call us. Issei's mother said. He probably decided to come back. Please stop worrying too much. Besides, he is big boy now. Her husband smiled. Knock knock knock. Issei, I'm coming. Issei's father yelled back. As he finally in front of the door. The moment he swings door room open. Unknown to both mother and father of Haidu family. Issei's father just sealed the fate of both himself and his wife. Instead of Issei. In front of him were three figures, the one in front of him is a woman in a dark silk dress. Behind her are two tall men in dark gray trench coats standing. I'm sorry, but who are you? And what can I help you? Mom? Issei's father asked. The woman in front replied. For who we are? I'm afraid it is not important right now. But I have one question for you, mister. Are you Haidu family? She asked. Yes. I am Goru Haidu. What do you need, Mom? He replied with nervous in his voice. Oh, it was an honor to meet you, Mr. Goru. I can assure we. She then gave him very wicked smiles as she summoned something in her right hand. We'll have very pleasant time together. Ding. As Issei stepped out of the elevator, he found himself in front of an empty large garden on the top of a hotel. Is this empty enough? Mr. Voice. Issei asked. Mr. Voice. Ha 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 ha. Such a polite partner. Yes, it's good enough. Now go find some seat and sit down. I will introduce myself to you. Issei then found some chair placed inside the garden. So he sits down and waits to talk with the mysterious voice inside his head. Very well. I shall introduce myself and do not forget my name, partner. I am Dreg. One of the heavenly dragons. The red dragon emperor of domination. Boost. And the red gauntlet with a green jewel and two golden spikes manifested on Issei's left arm. Wow, what is this? Issei immediately panicking and fell off the chair. Off. Get off from me. Cried Issei as he tried to pull his arm out of gauntlet. Brat. Please calm down first. But. Silence. Good. Now there is no need to be panic. Gauntlet can be retracted back. To retract the gauntlet back, all you need is to think about retracting it. Now try it, partner. Just think. Yes. Now try it. Retract. And immediately, the gauntlet disappeared. Wow. Nice. Good. To summon the gauntlet, just call the name Boost Gear. Now try it again. Boost Gear. Boost. And gauntlet appeared on Issei's hand again. Excellent. Since you are a bit more accustomed to scared gear now I shall. Dreg-san. What is scared gear? Issei asked. Alright. It seems I forgot to explain to you. Listen carefully, I shall explain the terms of scared gear and the history. Dreg then explained the history of scared gear. He also taught Issei the knowledge of supernatural beings such as devil, fallen angel, angel and Youkai. So devil and angel is real. Yes. But I never met one before. Of course not, partner. Because they took appearance as human as well. Who knew? Maybe your neighbor or even your teacher might be devil or else. What? Issei was shocked because it is unbelievable for any normal unless you had a dragon inside your left arm. I think I want to go sleep now. Understandable. I'm not surprised that you are shocked. For a normal human child to be less shocked than the adult is blessed enough for me. Now go back to your parents, Issei. Tomorrow we will continue this later. Issei then walked back to the elevator to take him back to his room. Ding. As elevator door closed, Issei was already walking toward his room. Devil, Angle and Fallen Angel. They are real, huh? Dreg-san. Yes. Should I tell my parent about this? I won't recommend doing yet. Said Dreg. Why not? Well. To be honest, human did not take the news about supernatural world easily. Some might accept but in some case. Human reacted violently. I think we should get accustomed to each other first before revealing to your parent. Okay. Well, you better go take rest now, partner. Tomorrow will be very. Dreg-san. Dreg-san, what's wrong? Partner, get out of this place right now. Why? Boundary field, there are fallen angels here, partner. They must came here for you. Mom? Dad? Issei then immediately running to his room. No, Issei. Stop. But Issei ignored Dreg. Issei finally arrived in front of his room. From outside everything seemed normal. However, if one looked carefully at the doorknob, there was a trace of blood on it. Issei then slowly opened the door. Once he opened the door, his room is pit dark, which mean light switch turned off. Mom? Dad? No replied. He slowly walks to the bedroom and reaching for the light switch. Partner, I'm begging you. Don't switch that light on. You will regret it. Please don't. Issei halted for seconds as he was in conflict with himself. In the end, he switched on the light. Light in the bedroom turned on. And revealing what Dreg feared most for Issei. Blank. Issei doesn't know what should he think. Do perso know. Two figures were hanging down in front of him. As a child, Issei mind cold process or describe what happens to an unfortunate person in front of him. On his left. Hanging upside down. This figure seems to be taller and more muscular than the other one, which identified as man. His head is nowhere to be found. He also got a large hole in his torso. On his right. Another figure is hanging with only one right arm tied to room ceiling. body is slimmer and smaller than the man, so it was she. Compared to man next to her. Her head is still intact, but what is the most terrified is her organ is spilled out to the floor. Issei was so shocked that 2 people died inside his room. Maybe his parent gone ahead of him and went to hotel staff. Maybe they already went to police station. But as much as he keeps thinking. As much as he wants to deny it. As much as this could be just nightmare hallucinations. As much as he refused to accept it. There was no doubt. 2 people in front him. Without any mistake. Were indeed his parent. Mom. Dad. Wake up please. Please Issei with a tear slowly pouring out, asking his parents. Silence. No movement from his parents. Issei. No. Please remember. Add. I will always love you. Nuo. Issei. Nu. Arg. Nnoo. And that night. Issei lost both of his mom and dad. Hours passed away. Issei's sanity is barely holding together. Right now he is sitting inside toilet to avoid his parents for time being. Issei. Issei please listen to me. Hear me out, partner. I knew you are in very great suffering, but please. Leave this place immediately. Why? Issei finally spoke. From what I guessed. The fallen angel that murdered your parent did it to entrap you here. What do you? Sniff you mean. They want to break you inside this room when you still in deep grief. They will come back to get you here. This is why they did the horrible thing to your parents. But, why should I? My mom and dad. They. Issei choked out. Partner. Do you want your parents' lives wasted away like this? Do you want to die instead of continuing living for the sake of your parents? Drake yelled. Issei was taken back by Drake's outburst. Once Drake got Issei's attention. He starts speaking again. Issei. For dragon like me who fought alongside many hosts in the past. I want to tell you to continue living. Take your family name and memories with you and head toward future. Don't waste many good memories you had with your family by ending your life here. Live. Continue living for one day, you shall find someone for you to protect. Issei's eye widened. Before stop holding back his grief. Break-san. Sobbing I will. Sobbing I will continue living. Issei declared. Yes partner. You shall continue your family legacy. And may God help those souls who dared harm your friend and family again. Issei finally left the restroom and headed for the door. Before he closed the door. He looked back inside his room again. Mom. Dad I promised I will continue living. And one day. I will stop those bad guys. Please continues watching me goodbye, mother. Goodbye, father. Wish me luck. Issei finally closed the door. Unseen by Issei, 2 figures stood together, holding hand in hallway, smiled proudly for their young child, before looking at each together warmly and slowly disappeared into white dust, leaving the world of living being. After Issei closed door. He then immediately heading to the hotel lobby to inform them about his parents. You should go inform the hotel staff about your parent first. We will deal with our fate after your parent funeral. Okay. Drake-san. Before he could reach an elevator. Drake suddenly shouted out. Partner, duck now. Issei immediately dropped to the floor as he felt something missed him. What he then looked behind to see. Purple lighting spear. Stuck at elevator door above his head. Not bad for a child. To dodge my lighting spear you must be scared gear user. As Issei turned back. He saw a tall old man with gray hair and a dark gray trench coat slowly walking toward him. Brown hair, light brown eyes. You must be a son of Haidu family aren't you? Oh how did you know my family? Asked Issei. Because we are ordered to kill you and your family. The man then spread his 4-pit dark wings. Fallen angel. Issei panicked. Partner, get out of here right now. Issei then immediately dashing off toward the emergency fire exit. Where are you think you going, young child? Issei turned back to see the man came face to face with as he punched Issei in the stomach. Arghh. Issei was sent crashed into fire exit door. Sorry my young child. I was supposed to end your life as painless as possible. Please forgive my poor manner. He then bowed and slowly walking to Issei with a light spear in his hand. Break-san him hurt. Issei said while holding his stomach. Partner I think I know the way to escape follow my lead. Drake said with calm voice. The fallen angel finally stopped in front of Issei, who's still holding his stomach on the floor. To be an honest young child. I really did not want to join this assassination order or even associated myself with those 2 psychos. But my master order cannot be denied. Do you have any last word you wish to speak? Be the cursing, begging or anything. I will grant you one. Old fallen angel said. Fallen angel. Can you come closer to me? I want to tell you something. Very well. Speak as much as you want. I will quickly end your life as painless as possible." He then deformed his spear and crouched down. "Closer please." The fallen angel then come to face with child. "Now speak your last word, young child." I really want to live." "I know child. I understand your instinct to survive. But I'm afraid I cannot let you live." I knew you would say that, mister. This is why." Boost gear. Boost. The gauntlet appeared on Issei's arm. Fallen angel then immediately tried to jump back but. Dragon shot. Issei yelled out and both him and Issei were engulfed in green light. Not bad. Not bad. Was last though before everything faded black for the fallen angel. "Oi Sebas, you old fucking useless brat, wake up." He then felt someone kicked him. Once he opened his eyes again. He found his teammate staring down at him. "Lad, you finally wake up, grandpa. Now where the fuck is that brat Haidu?" "I thought you already found him," the female fallen angel asked. "I'm afraid I underestimated the child. He knocked me unconscious and might have already escaped." "Ah, that fucking skinny brat got you the fuck, grandpa. You're supposed to be 4 wings, fallen angel. Not a weakling like those devils or angels," yelled the other male fallen angel. "TCHH. Fuck it, we are leaving this hotel right now. We will find that brat later. Mike, plan B, release that forged footage. We will let human find that brat for us. Once human trapped him. We will swoop down. Kill all human and that stupid child. Got it?" "Yes, mom, I can't wait to play with that brat, ha," Mike said. "These two low-lives." Sebas though and quickly get up to follow his team. Ha. Issei panting. After he launches surprise attack on a fallen angel. He immediately ran away from the hotel. While his attack is still very weak because of his body limited its power. It's still enough to knock some fallen angel unconscious. As Issei slowly walking on a sidewalk. He noticed that many people are staring at him no matter where he goes. Some even outright ran away from seeing him. Drake-san. Do you know why are they staring at me? I'm not even sure, partner, something is wrong here. Then they arrived in front of an electronic shop. Issei saw one of television reporting something. "And we just received some shocking news. Today at 19:45 p.m. Kyoto Police Department received disturbing footage and immediately rushed toward the Kyoto Grand Hotel." According to an anonymous source who released the video. He claimed that he was recording a video for fun when suddenly he caught the shocking and disturbing footage. Then the footage shown as someone carried the camera and walked into. "That's my hotel room." Once the recorder came inside. He walked to the bedroom and slowly opened the door and recorder gasped. "What?" Issei was shocked. In front of camera. Is him stabbing over his parents' corpse with a wicked smile and laughing madly before turning to the camera. Then the recording stopped. As you can see from the recorded footage. Kyoto police have already arrived at crime scene. And found 2 confirmed body. The victims are Mr. Goru Haidu and Mrs. Hasuna Haidu, both came with their son from Tokyo. As for the murderer. It was confirmed in footage that Issei Haidu, just 7 years old, the news then show his picture. The only child in Haidu family was indeed murdered, his own parent. Right now he is missing from the hotel and assumed to be on run. If anyone has seen this child, please contacted Kyoto Police Department immediately. Now for next hotlines, we have. "No. But I didn't do that. Issei panicked. "It was forged by a magic spell." "Forged? The fallen angel. Did this. Yes. It seems they want the human to catch you for them. How low they are. What should we do now, Drake-san? I am scared. For now, we should go hiding. Human will." "There he is, police officer. It's him." Someone shouted. Issei immediately turned back to see a group of armed police quickly running toward him. "Partner, run now." Issei started running without looking back. "Kid. Stop immediately. We won't hurt you." One of policemen said. "Stop. We won't hurt you, dear, we just want to talk with you." Another policewoman shouted. "No. I didn't do it. I swear. It wasn't me. That kid is insane. Grrrgh. Just get him. It wasn't me." Kyoto Imperial Palace. The murderer. It was confirmed in footage that Issei Haidu, just 7 years old, sound from the TV. "That's horrible. How could a cute child like him murdered his own parents?" exclaimed one of servant inside the room. The woman in purple kimono, decorated with many gold and jewels, said nothing. Right now he is missing from the hotel and assumed to be on run. If anyone has seen this child, please contacted Kyoto Police Department immediately. Then the TV is turned off. "Isaka-sama. Should we increase our security?" One of Youkai Royal Guard in white uniform said. "There is no need for more security. Let the human handle their problem." "This has nothing to do with us," said Yusaka, the leader of Kyoto faction. "Hi. Yasaka-sama. This news is quite disturbing even for herself. She glad that she took Kunu to bed earlier tonight. She doesn't want her daughter to suffer from a nightmare. As for the whole story and footage. Something is fishy here, but she and her kind cold interface with human business. She pities the poor boy and wishes him best of luck. Time skip. 3 weeks later. At some abandoned building. What do you mean you cold find the child care to explain it? Marina. Voice spoke from the magical communication device. Bikabiel-sama. We already released the forged footage to human news media. Right now most of human is searching for child C sir. Oh, is that so? I thought I ordered you to finish this mission by the end of 3 weeks ago. How strange, don't you think? Right. Marina. Yes, Bikabiel-sama. What a disappoint. I expected the child to be dead after new mission then. New mission. Yes. I decided to. Escalating the plan faster again. You better not fail me again. I won't sir. What is our new mission for now? She asked. It is very simple. Go to Kyoto Imperial Palace, deal with their guard and bring Yasaka's daughter to me. Somewhere near Imperial Palace. Stop. That's my bread. A man yelled as he chasing someone on the sidewalk. I'm sorry. A child said. Get back here and pay for my bread. The chasing continues until child suddenly makes a right turn and running into a dead-end alley. Stupid brat. It is the dead end. He then followed into an alley. This the end. Now pay me for. My. Bread. He expects a kid to be trapped in an alley, not an empty alley in front of him. Wait. What? But. The man confused. He then screamed out his anger and cursed before stomping away. However, if he at least looks up, he would see the kid he chasing is hanging on a balcony. After the man left, the kid finally jumps down. That was a close one, partner. Next time I would recommend to go for a night raid. I don't want to do that. I am a bad guy here, enough stealing is bad, my mom taught me. Issei argued. Well, we steal because we really need to eat to survive, partner. Unless you want to dig trash again. I know. I just don't like doing this. For the past 3 weeks, it was very tough for Issei. After he escaped the police chased, he continues living in some dark alley and finding for a new place to hide. He also was forced to steal food and water from some shop to survive, despite his inner protest. Right now he is eating bread that he just stole from a bakery near Imperial Palace. I wish I could go home right now. He stopped eating. Sooner or later, we will have a chance to go back home, partner. Soon. Drake said. Once he finished his meal, Issei walks out of an alley and heading to the area near Kyoto Imperial Palace. Boy, partner. Why are we heading to palace? I just want to have some walk, Drake-san. Be careful then. We don't need police chasing us again like last time. I will. As Issei walking around Imperial Palace. Mom. Let's go eat ice cream together. Issei stops and listening to the conversation between family. Okay dear, there is some ice cream shop over there. Yay. I love you so much, Mom. I love you too. I will always love you, Issei. Issei stands still and closed his eyes because of his bad memories from 3 weeks ago, resurfaced once again. You alright, partner? Yes, I just think about Mom. Like I said, partner. One day, we will grow stronger enough to protect everyone you love. Yes, I already promised that I will become stronger. Issei then looks at happily mother and son before turning his back as he heading toward another area. While Issei is enjoying the views of the Imperial Palace, suddenly. Help. Oka-san. Please help me. I'm miles per hour. Issei then rush ahead to see 2 adult and 1 girl in shrine maiden Mike outfit. The fuck, how did she wake up from drugs? Mike. What the hell? Oi boss, don't you fucking dare blame me, those fucking royal guards are a pain in ass enough. Just knock her off or whatever. Fuck that, we can't carry her while she awake now. Stay here and I will go get some car or something. Yeah right. Let's hope you won't screw up again like finding that Haidu brat. A man named Mike spat. Me? They are. They must be fallen angel that killed your family. Why are they kidnapping that child? Shut it, Mike. Just stay here and don't do anything to our princess. The woman then spread her black wing and flew away. Gee. Always boring job for me. Anyway, the man then look at the young girl, he is covering her mouth with his hand. Don't worry, princess. I promised we will have very interesting time together once we take you to our hideout. So be nice and grrgh. The young girl bit his hand. And said. Let me go. Do you know who I am? Ouch, that is hurt. You bitch, he then slapped poor young girl to the floor. Fuck it. You bit my hand, bitch. I'm going to make you pay for that. He then holds the struggling girl on the floor before ripping out her half top away. Exposed her bra. No. Please don't. The girl cried and begged as she covered her almost half-naked body with her arm. Nah. I will play with you as I want. Anyone please. Save me. Issei then remembered what happened to his mother. He couldn't hold back anymore. You sure, partner? We are not strong right now, to be honest. Yes, I admitted that I am still far from being strong. But I don't want her to be hurt. She reminded me of my mom. A single tear dropped to the floor. Very well. Let's teach that fallen angel that no one messed with the Red Emperor of Domination, shall we? Yes. Boost gear. Boost. Kunu is very scared right now. She was playing in the Imperial Garden, protected by 4 trusted royal guards, when suddenly 2 fallen angels came out of nowhere and already slaughtered 2 guards. The last 2 tried their best to protect her, but their efforts cut short as they also have fallen to the ground. Lifeless. When she snapped out of shock, she tried to scream for help. However, the fallen angels were well prepared and drugged her, so she lost consciousness. When she woke up later, she found that she was already taken out of the Imperial Palace and ended up in some alley with her captors. After the woman left her with 1 man. She decided to take a risk and bit her captor hand to distract him. Of course, it failed horribly, and right now her half-top Miko uniform was ripped off. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone please. Save me. She yelled out. No one will come save you, bitch. Now let's. Boost gear. Boost. Both Kunu and her captor turned their heads to find a boy standing alone. The boy has spiky brown hair with light brown eyes color. He wears dirty tattered white shirt. He wears black jeans and red white shoes. You are. Dragon shot. The boy yelled. The green light beam was aimed at fallen angel. Her captor immediately shoved her away and attempted to dodge the incoming beam. Lucky for him. He avoided fatal wound, however, one of his shoulders is not so lucky. Arg. Fuck. My shoulder. You little fuck. He then glared at the boy with so much hatred before spread his wings and flew at the boy. Oh. Run now. Kunu looked at the boy. Huh? Please. He dodged the kick from a fallen angel. Run now. I will stall him. Get out of here. He then returns his focus to the fallen angel and both exchange their attack on each other. Kunu immediately did what she was told. She immediately ran away from the alley and heading to the Imperial Palace, but she suddenly stopped. He sacrificed himself for me. She glances back at where she ran from. She remembered how she could only stand and watch her guards slaughtered in front of her. How could I even become stronger? When all I could do is letting every died for me. Kunu hated how useless herself is. I'm sorry, but I cannot just stand still. Not this time. Kunu then ran back to where she was rescued. Issei could consider himself in the awful situation. While he became stronger compared to himself 3 weeks ago. He's still weak against 2 wings fallen angel. You fucker. The light spear flew toward him, so he immediately sidesteps from it. Grr. I never thought fallen angel could be this strong. I already warned you, partner. But you insisted. I know, Drake-san, I know, but I. Take this. Issei was caught off guard as fallen angel punch connect to his head and sent him crashing into the wall. Arg. Issei choked out some blood. He then collapses to the floor. Damn it. I missed your head. Welp. Never mind that, I will fuck you up so bad, brat. From my shoulder he then grabs Issei's collar and pulled him up. Say hello to your parents for me, you little bitch. He then summons his light spear and about to stab Issei. Partner, while our time may be short. But I never regret to be paired with you. Thank you, Drake-san. Issei closed his eye and accepted his death, but the fate won't allow that yet. Flame of Spirit Fox. Someone yelled out and many orbs of blue flame all flying to a fallen angel. Shit. Fallen angel tried to dodge, but 2 of orbs hit and sent him crash through many walls of the building. Hey, are you okay? Issei looked up to found the same girl staring at him, but what is different this time? She has a pair of fox ears and 3 fluffy tails out. Okay. Cough, but. Who are you? Issei asked. The girl smiled and said. My name is Kunu, you are. My name is Issei. Issei, hi, do nice to meet you, Kunu-chan. Issei said. The girl named Kunu smiled before her eyes watering and start crying. Issei immediately hugged her. Thank you. Sniff, I thought. I thought I was done for. She choked out. It's. Okay, Issei patting Kunu back softly. I'm glad you are safe. Issei continues hugging Kunu for several minutes. Later, Kunu then separate herself from Issei and gave him teary smile. Issei then stepped back to have a good look at the girl he saved. But when he finally realized what happened to her half-top, he immediately looks down and blushes hard. Meanwhile, Drake just snorted at his partner behavior. Kunu wonders why Issei is now looking down and refused to look at her. she asked. Issei. What's wrong? You're. What's wrong with me? You're. Your cloth. It's. Issei pointed at her. Kunu then looks at herself and blush hard right away. Her upper half was torn away by that fallen angel. So basically, she has shown her almost naked body to a boy who saved her. Kunu immediately covered herself, turned back and yelled. Don't look. I'm not looking. Here. Kunu looked back to see Issei hand her his shirt, unbutton. But, it's your shirt. Issei shakes his head. It's alright, I still have my vest shirt. But your mic was torn away. So cover up with my shirt. Kunu then slowly accept his white shirt and cover her body. Thank you very much, Issei-kun. Kunu smiled warmly. Oh, look at that. Flirting right in the fucking front of me. Both Issei and Kunu immediately jumped back and looked at the direction fallen angel crashed through. There he is. A fallen angel seemed to survive Kunu's attack, but he is in the very sorry state. Many cuts wounded and some large area skin was torn off. But the most noticeable is only one black wing remained on his back. The other is ripped off by Kunu pure power in her attack. This is so fucking unbelievable me. A fallen angel losing to 2 fucking children. What a fucking nightmare, he then continues mumbling to himself. Both Kunu and Issei said nothing. But Issei already starts boosting up. Boost. 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 This is your limit now, partner. Thanks, Drake-san, but I already got a plan. Kunu-chan. Can you use that attack again? Issei asked. Yes, I can, but it won't be as powerful as last time, I still didn't mastered it yet. Don't worry. I have a plan. Kunu nodded and start casting an attack again. Who swore to protect all life. Fallen angel noticed the chanting, immediately summoned his light spear and start sprinting toward Kunu. I will fucking kill you, bitch. But before he could reach her, Issei came into his sight and punched him in the face. Hard. Issei's punch sent fallen angel back away from Kunu. I won't let you hurt her. In the name of the one with the spirit. Fuck you. Fallen angel then summoning his largest light spear he could ever summon. Give me your power. Issei noticed that the chanting is about to come to an end. He then put his gauntlet on Kunu and said. Transfer. Transfer. The green aura covers Kunu's body as she finally completed the chanting. Bitch. He then threw his largest light spear at Kunu. Flame of Spirit Fox. Kunu finished the chanting. Instead of many blue flame orbs like last time, only single large red flame orb shot toward fallen angel. As red flame orb and light spear collide each other, fallen angel expected both sides attack to cancel each other. But he was wrong. The orb completely destroyed light spear and continued flying toward him. No. I refuse to accept this. He yelled. Soon I would become 8 wings and enjoy my life. Not fucking die here. The orb almost reached him. I fucking hate you all. Finally, the orb hit him and engulfed fallen angel in red flame. I don't want to die. Was fallen angel last word. Issei and Kunu watched the fallen angel turned into nothing but ashes. Then both of them collapsed to the floor, panting, exhausting from fighting. They may be exhausted from fighting, but both were also very happy that they helped each other and continue living for another day. Nia Issei-kun. Kunu speak up. Yes, Kunu. I'm glad I've met you. Kunu smiled at Issei. Me too. Issei smiled back. While both of them were taking a rest together. Suddenly many footstep sound was heard. Spread out. Find Her Highness immediately. Search every block. There was fighting here. Then 2 men wearing grey color uniform came into their view. Both men eyes widened and shouted. We found Her Highness. 2 men quickly ran toward Kunu and many more followed behind. In few moments Kunu and Issei were surrounded by men in many color uniform. Well, some are human, but most of the guard is yokai, range from Nekashu to some kitsune. Are you alright, Your Highness? Kunu-sama, we deeply apologize. Set up defense perimeter. And someone goes inform Yasaka-sama immediately. As the royal guard surrounded both child and stand guard. Guard in red uniform noticed the boy sitting near Kunu, so he asked. Pardon me, Kunu-sama. Yes. Who is this boy? The kitsune guard pointed at Issei. He saved me from fallen angel. Kunu replied with small blush and smile. I see. The kitsune guard acknowledged and turned to face Issei. Young man. I as the Kyoto Royal Guard are grateful for your sacrifice for Kunu-sama, the kitsune said as he bowed to Issei. It's alright. You don't need to bow to me. As the conversation continued between the kitsune and Issei. One of guard noticed who arrived at the screen, immediately kneeled down and shout. Isaka-sama has arrived. And every royal guard immediately kneels down. Issei turns to see a woman in the purple overcoat with many golden jewels decorated on shoulder and chest area. Inside is black undershirt with many golden stripes. She also has fox ear like other people around her, but the most noticeable difference is her 9 fox tails. No need for formality at the moment, please be at ease. Woman named Yasaka said. She then shifts her focus to Issei as he's standing next to Tiri Kunu. "Oh Oka-san." Kunu cried out as she runs to her mother. Kunu Yasak embraces her daughter. "Oka-san. Oka-san." Kunu sobbing. "I'm sorry," Kunu Yasaka told her daughter. Issei, who is watching couldn't help but smile at reunion mother-daughter. He is glad that he found Kunu or else another tragedy would occur. He doesn't want anyone else to lose their family like him. Yasaka finally backs off from her daughter as she looks up to Issei and gave him smile. "Thank you, young child. If you didn't save my daughter, I wouldn't be able to bear with grief from losing her." "That's alright mom," Issei said. Yasaka chuckled at Issei word. "Young child. May I ask, what is your name?" Greg, who stays silent since Youkai has arrived, went on alert immediately. "Partner, don't tell your name." Yaor still considered as but he was too late. "My name is Issei." "Hide you Issei." Everything was blurred for Issei. The moment he told them his name, next thing he knew he already got pinned down to the ground as many guard formed defensive circles surrounded Kunu and Yasaka. Issei instinct now taking action as he's struggling to escape from several guards pinning him down. Unseen to Issei, Yasaka already came forward and kneels down in front of him. "Sleep." Her finger moved forward and pressed on the pressure points on Issei's neck. Issei gasped. As Issei's view is slowly blacking out, he heard Kunu cried his name before everything went dark for him. Somewhere in Kyoto. Issei bolts up from his slumber. Ha. Panting. Where am I? He tried to move his hand to found that his hand was cuffed with several chains implanted with many gems. He tried to break it, but nothing happens. Issei decided to look around him. He found that he was locked in some prison. There is a small window, allowing light from outside to shine in, but it was too high for him to climb up. While Issei exploring his cell, suddenly the room door began unlocking. When the door opened, the same red uniform guard he met, step inside. Silence. His sound tone is cold as ice. "You will not talk unless allowed to. You will follow me all the time. Any attempting to escape will result in death only. Understood?" The kindness voice Issei knew was replaced by authority 1. Issei quickly nodded and immediately followed the red guard. When he came out of his cell, he was immediately surrounded by many guard, mostly black and white uniform 1. "Steady. Forward march." The red guard in front said. As they are forward, Issei noticed that he was possibly inside Kyoto Imperial Palace area. But the building around him and the corridor they are moving suggested that this area is bigger than what he saw on traveling map of the Imperial Palace. They finally stop in front of the shrine-like building. "Step inside. You will accompany by 2 guards." The guard said. "Yes." He then moved forward, flanking both sides by 2 white uniform guard. When he stepped inside, he was surrounded by many people, human and Youkai. But in front of him is Kuna's mother sitting on a throne, watching him every step. As he finally came stop in the middle of the room, one of the guard accompanying said. "Isaka-sama, we have arrived with Issei Haidu as per your order." Isaka nodded and said. "Well done. Both of you are dismissed." Both guards bowed their head and quickly left the room, leaving Issei to stand alone. "The old council members," Yasaka spoke up. "Let the meeting begin." Everyone nodded. The meeting starts off with the first topic of the kidnapping incident. Some said that Youkai faction must strike back the fallen angel for their foolish action, which might lead to the start of another great war. While others argued that using force is not the best choice. As the argument continuing, Issei could only stand still in the middle of the room. Issei himself isn't daring enough to start speaking. A few hours later, the meeting seems too far away from being finished. Issei's leg is very sore, but he was forced to keep standing by the stairs from all guard inside the room. He knew that if he did something without permission, all guards in the room would come to him with full force. As for the fallen angel who was responsible for the daring attack, it was confirmed that he was eliminated by my daughter and the boy, Issei Haidu, Yasaka said as she looked toward Issei. Yes, Yasaka-sama, for the last one, 1st Intelligence Division, has reported that she was last seen near Kyoto Station. However, our guard was able to intercept and forced her to stay hidden in the city for time being, Your Highness, one of council members said. Isaka nodded very well. I wish best of luck in capturing the last culprit. Now let's talk about our main topic for this meeting, Issei Haidu. Then all eyes turned to Issei, who is standing alone in the middle of the room. Issei was nervous right now. Yes. He said. Issei Haidu, why are you here in Kyoto? One of the council said. I came here for vacation with my parents. He replied. What is your purpose for getting close with Kunu-sama? Another councilman asked. Issei doesn't understand. What do you mean? It seems fishy. For you to suddenly appeared out of nowhere and rescue Kunu-sama. What is your real intention, child? I have none. I was walking when I heard her cry for help. Nonsense. Did you took us as fools, you murdered your own parents, and now you are trying to get close to her highness. Don't you dare, the same man shouted with fury. But I didn't kill my mom and dad. Issei argued. Then explained the footage and news. The fallen angel did it. They framed me. You filthy vermin. First, you killed your own parents and now you are coming for our princess. How could you, how could you? Calm down, Yusaka spoke with authority. Once she got everyone's attention, she continues. Everyone, we have gone too far, don't let your emotions take control of you. Yusaka-sama, but this demon child, if we don't do something, I'm afraid for her highness, Kunu-sama. I bet he would end up killing her in cold blood. Look at what he did to his own mother. Issei emotion starts raging once he heard what councilman insulted him. He can't take it anymore. Councilman, that is too far, but Yusaka was interrupted by Issei. I did not kill my parents. Issei shouted with hate and fury as he lunged forward. All councilmen were back away from their seat, shouting for guards. Guards immediately rushing forward with weapon drawn, ready to strike Issei down. Before the situation could escalating furthermore, Yusaka decided to stop it all. Everyone silence. This time everyone stops what they were doing. All of the councilmen, please return to your seat. Guards, back to your post. But. No, but. Councilman. Yusaka glared at him. Yes, Yusaka-sama. He meekly nodded and quickly returned to his seat. Since we have gone too far, I will now conclude this meeting now. Yusaka said in a serious tone. She then looks at Issei. Issei, hide you as much as I want to believe in your claim. I cannot accept your answer without any significant evidence to counter any accusation. She then looks at all councilmen. Councilmen. The time has come. I shall put up a poll. We either erase his memory about us and return him to human, or we return him to our cell and continue to investigate his claim. What is your choice? All councilmen look at each other before voting for Issei's fate. When the vote came out, Issei gasped. Almost entire council voted for his memory to be erased and give him to the police. Very well, then I shall begin now. Yusaka said as she stepped off her throne and slowly walking to dumbfound Issei. As she stopped in front of Issei, she could see him shaking in fear. Issei-kun, she spoke in a low voice. Issei snapped out of his fear and now looking at her. Yes. Promised it will not hurt at all. You will merely just fall asleep. But. Yusaka shakes her head. I'm sorry. But I am very grateful for saving my daughter. She then steps back as she starts chanting a memory erasing spell. I am sorry. Kunu. I'm glad I've met you. But before Yusaka could finish chanting, someone interfered by slamming the door open, drawing everyone's attention. Oka-san. Stop. Earlier. As soon as she was escorted to her room, Kunu immediately slipped away from her room. She quickly heading toward the shrine, where the meeting was being held. The reason for going there is not the meeting itself, nor it is her mother. The sole reason for her to do everything to reach there is Issei. The boy who saved her. Issei. The boy she owned her life to. Issei. The first friend she has ever met. She did not want to lose another friend again. With her status as the princess of Youkai faction, it prevented her from making friends. But not this time. She will defy her own status as a princess for him, Issei. She will not lose another friend again. Not this time, fate. Not this time. As she arrived, she entered the building through the back door, slowly approaching the meeting room, she can already hear the heated argument coming out. What is your purpose for getting close with Kunu-sama? What do you mean? It seems fishy. For you to suddenly appeared out of nowhere and rescue Kunu-sama. What is your real intention, child? I have none. I was walking when I heard her cry for help. Nonsense. Did you took us as fools, you murdered your own parents, and now you are trying to get close to her highness. Don't you dare. Kunu gasped. Issei lose his parents? No, he murdered his own parents. Kunu could not believe that such kind boy like Issei would murder his own parents. But I didn't kill my mom and dad. Then explained the footage and news. The fallen angel did it. They framed me. Fallen angel. She thinks about her kidnapper. You filthy vermin. First, you killed your own parents and now you are coming for our princess. How could you, how could you? Calm down. Kunu knew that sound very well. It's her mother voice when she needs to control something. Everyone, we have gone too far, don't let your emotions take control of you. Yusaka-sama, but this demon child, if we don't do something, I'm afraid for her highness, Kunu-sama. I bet he would end up killing her in cold blood. Look at what he did to his own mother. Councilman, that is too far. I did not kill my parents. Issei shouted made Kunu jump by surprise. As the shouting continues, Kunu starts thinking about how Issei's parents were murdered. While the councilman accused Issei. Kunu though about how Issei's parent was murdered by the fallen angel, based on Issei exclaimed, and how herself almost got kidnapped away. All 2 cases committed by the fallen angel. Something is very wrong here. It seems like it was carefully planned. When Kunu snapped out of her own though she continues listening to the meeting only to find out that. Councilman. The time has come. I shall put up a poll. We either erase his memory about us and return him to human, or we return him to our cell and continue to investigate his claim. What is your choice? No. No. Oh no please no. Kunu start panicking. She then heard Issei's gasp as her mother continued speaking. Very well, then I shall begin now. Kunu peeked through the gap of the door, watching as her mother slowly approaching Issei. Issei. The boy who saved her. The boy she owed her life to. The first friend she has ever met. Kunu will never allow Issei's memory to be wiped out. She will not stand for this. After all, Issei is her friend and she will not lose him. Kunu then quickly slammed the door open and shout with all of her might. Oka-san. Stop. Oka-san. Stop. Misaka stopped chanting and turned to see her daughter standing in front of a door, panting. Kunu. Oka-san, please don't. Issei, he is a good person. Kunu, I understand, but he is. No. He saved my life. He is my first friend for the first time in many years. Misaka eyes soften, but. Who the hell let her highness in here? One of the councilmen stood up. Guards, please escort Haim-sama from that child now. He could have hurt her. Why did her highness come here? As everyone shouting over Kunu's action. The guard preparing for the order. The unexpected guest finally awake after the long sleeping. Silence you fools. The loud voice caused everyone to stop what they were doing. Oh, Kami-sama please tell me that is not what I'm thinking it is. One of the royal guard spoke out, shaking in fear. Yes. I am what you are thinking of. Then boost gear gauntlet appeared on Issei's left arm. Boost. Everyone was shocked that the kid in front of them is actually a current generation Sekiryuite. Breg-san. Thank God you finally wake up. Issei shouted with joy. Yeah. Sorry partner, so what is going on here? Issei turns to the group of council members. They want my memory erased and hand me to the police. HMPH. Such ungraceful. After we saved their princess, is this how they repay us? The Red Dragon Emperor. Welsh Dragon. How could you sided with that child? He murdered his own parents. One brave councilman exclaimed. Fools, my host did not murder his parents. Red Dragon Emperor everyone turned to see Youkai faction leader, Yasaka spoke up. What is it Fox? You claimed that your host did not murder his parent, how can we trust you? You could just lie because you are sided with your host. You are doubting my word. Yasaka glanced at councilman behind her, as much as she wants to speak freely. She must not cause a political crisis among Youkai faction right now. Yes. Very well. Partner put your left hand forward. Issei nodded and put his left hand forward. Thank you. Now you all want to know why I am siding with my host. I will show you all the proof. Memory. Then the light shines out from the green orb in the gauntlet, projecting a large screen in the middle of the meeting room. Issei's eye widens at what he is looking at. That is. Yes, it is your memory, or what you have seen. I brought out your memory for proving your innocence. Issei understands why Drag-san did this, but he never wants to see that haunted screen again. So he closed his eyes and just listening to everything around him. As all council members, men, woman and Yasaka watching what truly happened. Some did pity what happened to the boy, while some still continued doubting. Yasaka feels bad for what she almost did to the young boy. Losing his family and was accused of committing the horrible thing he did not do. She already starts planning how to help the poor boy. For Kunu, her mind is blank when she saw what happened to Issei's parents. She doesn't know how would she fare if the same thing happens to her mother. She swore she will not find out about it. When she glanced at Issei, she noticed how her friend starts shaking. Kunu slowly walking to him and comfort him. Issei flinched when Kunu touched him. It's okay Issei-kun, Kunu said in sad voice. Issei said nothing but nodded and relaxed in her comfort. As memory showing to everyone come to an end. Drake spoke up again. This is my host memory. What he experienced and felt is real. I will not forgive anyone who dares continue insulting my partner. Drake threatened. Very well. All council members. Yasaka spoke again. We have seen the new evidence provided by Red Dragon Emperor himself. Anyone still wishes to object to the evidence? Now enlightened, many shook their head, approving of the new evidence. But some still show no approving or disapproving. As the situation is now back to normal. All council members returning to their seat. Yusaka decided to finally end this meeting for good. We all have witnessed the evidence that Issei Haidu is not guilty of the crime he did not commit. But she narrowed her eyes. It was yet again the work of the fallen angel. Infesting inside our land, bring death to an innocent human. Causing endless pain and sorrow. She looked at Issei, comforting by her daughter. Captain. Yes, your highness. One of red uniform guard replied. Release Issei Haidu, the innocent child did not deserve such treatment. Yes, your highness. He bowed and quickly walked to Issei. Kunu seeing the guard coming to release her friend. She slowly pried herself from Issei and stepped to the side. The guard quickly pulled out the key and inserted into one of the gems inside Issei handcuff. Once he turns the key, the handcuff now unlocked, fall to the floor. Yusaka then continue. Guards, please escort my daughter and Issei Haidu to my room, we will continue the meeting for minutes. The guards saluted and escorting Issei and Kunu out of meeting room. Once both Issei and Kunu gone from the meeting room, one of councilmen spoke. Yusaka-sama, I have a question about young man Fate. What is it, councilman? Issei Haidu is shown to be decent fighter despite his age and the fact he possessed the boost gear, one of 13 Longinus. Not to mention that he might already know about the supernatural. What should we do with him? The councilman already knew what will happen, but he still questions it for the sake of meeting. Yusaka knowing what councilman asked, she gave him smile before replying. Issei Haidu will join us as Youkai Royal Guard. Sewer Tunnel, Kyoto. Fuck. She screwed up. Again. Kakabiel will have her head for that. Irina was hiding from Youkai Royal Guard that still continue hunting her. She was just barely escaped from one of their special force raided. All of her safe house is compromised. Right now, she continues to run and hide, changing her hideout from one sewer to another one. She couldn't teleport away because of the damn Royal Guard set up an anti-magic barrier. She can still summon Light Spear and that's it. Everything else has failed to be summoned or used. As she continues walking. Suddenly in front of her, a large magic circle appeared. Impossible. How did someone broke through the anti-magic barrier? Unless. Marina. Where? Is. Yusaka. Daughter. In front of Marina is her supreme commanding officer, Kakabiel, with all of his 10 wings spread out. Next to Kakabiel is supposed to be her under command, Sebas. Kakabiel-sama. Marina bowed. Ah. Good day to you, Marina. Kakabiel greeted back. Fancy seeing you here. I personally came to this filthy land to get the child. Now, where is Yusaka daughter? You must have already got her. Right. Oh, Kakabiel-sama. Marina's voice shook. I failed, she started sobbing. Kakabiel said nothing but mentioned Sebas to go to Marina. Marina, Kakabiel spoke again. Yes. It's okay. I forgive you. You forgive me, sir? Yes, Marina. We can try again later. You may fail to finish your mission, but it is fine. There is another chance. Now get up and let Sebas escort you to safety. Marina, filled with joy, quickly stand up, but. Oh, one more thing, Marina turned to face Kakabiel. Yes, Kakabiel-sama. You may fail to finish your mission. But Sebas did not fail his mission. What do you? Marina felt cold. She is not sure what happened, but everything suddenly felt cold. By her instinct, she looks down to see 2 light spears tore through her chest. Her tear already coming out as she slowly turned her head to Sebas, begging for the reason behind this. Sebas seeing the pleaded. He answers. I must complete my mission, Marina. What does it mean? But Sebas did not fail his mission. Marina finally got it. She got it. Ironically, she remembered as the kid, villain will always realize their mistake when they are about to die. She thought it was stupid, but now, it seems she was stupid all the time. As she slowly collapses to the floor, staring at the ceiling and slowly bleeding out to death. Maybe. Just maybe. If she completed her mission. Kakabiel-sama might approved. Of her. Abe. If she never accept this mission. From start. She might be. Still alive. St. Maybe. And Marina world turns dark forever. Mission accomplished, Kakabiel-sama. Sebas bowed. Good work, Sebas, my servant. I really never expect this mission to complete. It was suicide from the start anyway. Kakabiel spoke playfully. Since your mission as overseer is finished, it is time to release your seal. Kakabiel then grabbed the necklace from Sebas and tore it apart. The light suddenly engulfed Sebas and slowly disappeared away in seconds. My servant, spread your wing for me, Kakabiel ordered. Yes, Kakabiel-sama. He then spread out his 8 dark wings. Very good. Let's head back now. My plan will not fail, and Kakabiel then chanting his teleport magic and both him and his servant disappeared away, leaving the corpse behind. And I will make sure the world will be consumed in the war for once again. End of the here. So that's it for today's video guys. Before you go, just like the video and share it with your friends. Bye.